Dogs, man's best friend. They're loyal, loving and devoted. But not Ben. He's a growling, snarling, barking beast. And he's holding the whole house to ransom. Ben's aggression is dividing the Hart family in two, and things have come to a head. If anyone can help, it's Victoria Stilwell. She's been training uncontrollable canines for over 10 years, so she knows a thing or two about dominant dogs. But getting lightweight Les to take charge
exhausted already.
Might pose more of a problem.
I want you to look like that.
This is the Hart family from Stevenage. There's Grandma Pam, Mum Yvonne, Dad Les, and their 4 children, Carly, Daryl, Claire and Lacey. And this is Ben, a 4-year-old German Shepherd. A Christmas gift from Yvonne to her husband. The puppy dog couldn't have been cuter.
It was actually really shy, quiet, didn't do anything, didn't move. So we did sort of fall in love with it because we thought it was very, very timid.
But unbeknown to the family, Ben came with problems, and he soon developed a split personality. Perfectly behaved when Les is at work, but when his master gets home, he turns into an aggressive monster. Daughters Carly and Claire are literally running scared and have become prisoners in their own home.
I'm going to move out because I've had enough. Can't stand just living with him anymore.
A common solution to overly aggressive dogs is castration, but in Ben's case, it's made no difference. His fearsome behaviour means guests have been driven away. And when Claire's boyfriend Andrew braves a visit, Ben has to be locked up.
Ben's behaviour makes me feel really edgy because everywhere you go you can guarantee he's going to be standing there watching you.
But it's not just a case of Ben's bark being worse than his bite.
We was having a bit of a row and he was getting a bit excited and barking and that, and she was pointing a finger at me and he actually nipped her on the backside.
It was very frightening because I've never been bitten by a dog, and to have our own dog bite me, it was a bit, oh, could he do this to one of the children, or could he do it to somebody outside?
Despite his unfriendly welcome, Granny is one of the few visitors who's not intimidated.
I get on very well with Ben. He has his moods. Some days he's okay and another day he can be all over the place.
And Les and his dog have an unbreakable bond.
He loves me to bits and he wants to be with me all the while. He gets upset if I go out. So I think we have a good relationship.
German Shepherds do have a very strong protective instinct and can be prone to over-guarding. They're ranked in the top 3 most intelligent breeds, so they make excellent police dogs and guide dogs for the blind. The breed is over 100 years old and originated from German herding dogs. They're known for their tremendous courage and loyalty. And with proper training and strong leadership, they make ideal family pets. But Ben is far from ideal. His hostility has split the Hart family right down the middle, those for him and those against.
They do need a family dog, not a dog that's going to be biting them.
Yvonne says if he actually did do any damage to someone, then she would make sure he was put down.
I just asked that they get rid of him.
If anyone can help, it's Victoria Stilwell. She's turned even the most ferocious of dogs around. But what would she make of Ben?
When a dog is causing family rifts and scaring women and children, you've got to take immediate action. It's outrageous that anyone would live in fear of their own pet.
Hello. Hello. Hi.
That's Ben.
Wow, Ben.
That way.
As soon as Victoria arrives, she's on the receiving end of Ben's aggression.
So I bet you have a lot of visitors coming to your house, do you?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
When Granny pops round, Ben still doesn't let up.
Morning.
Ben, it's Nanny.
That's quite a greeting. Can we just see what Les is doing right now? You're giving him a nice stroke, Les.
Yeah.
Telling him, good boy, bark at Granny, good boy. Oh, Les, you and I'm going to be watching every single movement you do.
Upstairs, Victoria sees how Ben blocks Carly's every move around the house.
He does that to you all the time you come up?
All the time. It's just quite ridiculous, really.
I could not live in an environment like this. What is life like living with Ben?
Hell.
Do you ever shout at him? Do you ever run away from him? Do you ever scream at him?
I run, I scream, I shout, I do it all.
Okay.
I spend all time in my room. Never downstairs, yeah. Coming straight from work, I come straight up here.
When Les goes out, Ben reveals the gentler side to his Jekyll and Hyde personality.
Okay, do you mind getting up and just walking around for me to see that, please?
Like a normal dog sort of thing, he'll come up to you and not be aggressive at you.
Right. So I've got the perfect solution.
Les moves out.
Les moves out. It is, isn't it?
But when Les returns, Ben is back to his bad old self.
I think this situation is way out of control.
Les resorts to shutting Ben in his cage.
He's much too big for a cage this size. Much too big. He's cramped in there. And so this confined feeling obviously affects their ability to act naturally. And it makes them more anxious. Can you let him out of the cage now? Get him out. I don't like seeing that.
Victoria needs to find out more about how Les controls Ben. She pulls Yvonne to one side to try to get a clearer picture.
Because he isn't an aggressive person himself, and he just doesn't have the power to sort of like be really firm with him. And the dog like senses that.
Maybe he's protecting the weaker one in the household.
Les. Yeah, it could be.
I can't believe that this man has let the situation go on for as long as it has without dealing with it. When is he going to wake up and see that he is a major part of the problem?
It's time for Victoria to give Les and Yvonne a few home truths.
Why do you think Ben is behaving in the way that he does?
I think he's just protective of me and Lacey.
And why do you think he's protective of you?
I don't know.
The thing is, if you look at his body language, he spends a lot of the time crouched, head down.
Yeah.
That is not the stance of a confident dog. That is the stance of a defensive dog. Why is he being defensive? Is he defending his most powerful resource, his most valuable resource, which is Les? Is he defending?
I think that he is defending, but it's also because Les does everything that he feels he does have to protect him.
Yeah. Les, you have to behave more like a number one. You now have to become much tougher. But at the same time, Yvonne, you now have to step in and take a much bigger role in Ben's life.
Yeah.
It's extremely serious. I have some photographs here of what can happen when a dog bites. Now, the bites that happened here, the people didn't think that their dogs were capable of biting like this. And that's why the situation is scary.
You can't tell with Ben whether he would actually go further or not. I obviously hope he wouldn't. But
you just can't take that chance.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to lie to myself and think to myself, no, he'd never do that, because like you say, you never know.
The next morning, Victoria takes Les and Yvonne to a police dog training centre to show them how obedient German Shepherds can be when properly trained.
Just feet. Right.
This is a perfect example of how wonderful these dogs are. You can stroke it now, but then when it's working, you'll see how this aggressive response is turned on.
Leave!
Ben's like that now, but he's got no control.
No, you've got no control
Yeah,
over Ben.
I've got no control.
This police officer has total 100% control over this dog. This kind of training, boundaries, structure, this is what Ben needs.
Before training begins, Victoria gathers the divided family together.
New house rules. Rule number 1, don't stare at Ben. If I'm staring at you, that's threatening. It's threatening for humans to stare at each other, but it's also threatening for dogs to be stared at. Number 2, don't run near him. He's a predator, he's predisposed to chase. Number 3, keep your movements slow and fluid. If you react slowly and you move slowly, he has less to react against. Number 4, keep your voices down. Number 5, if Ben is still aggressive, send out pacifying signals. Stop whatever you're doing, turn your back a little bit, fold your arms, look away from him, and then begin to concentrate on other things and move slowly away from him.
Victoria's first challenge is to put the new rules into practice. Armed with small pieces of chicken, she begins with a softly approach.
Say I want to move over there. I'm going to get this treat and throw it over there, and then move. That gives him a good distraction and doesn't make him react to me. So get up off the sofa. That's right.
This technique will give the more fearful family members the confidence to move freely around the house.
Now he's seen you, Carly. Chuck the piece of treat, don't look at him. That's it, and move. Really good.
Ben will learn to associate their movements with something positive and leave them alone.
Ben, that's all right, don't be scared. Right? Claire, I want you to do exactly the same thing, okay? That's it, just very slowly, that's it, get up. He wasn't looking at you anyway, so that's good. All right, now throw a piece of thing to him. Now he's interested in you, but not because of being aggressive, because he wants food. Very
good boy.
Good, Claire. Eventually you'll be able to move around without giving him treats. And that's what you've got to achieve. You look like a scared rabbit, but it's brilliant.
For the girls, it's a small but significant step in the right direction.
Stay.
But for training to commence in earnest,
Out the room, shut the door, right now, move.
Les is gonna have to shape up and get with the program. Getting Ben to obey the girls' commands will mean no more hiding out in their rooms. But he's at his worst when Les is around, so to give the girls a fighting chance, Dad gets his marching orders.
Sit. Good boy, stay.
Victoria's shown the girls how to distract Ben from bullying them. Now that they're more confident, it's time to make Ben obey them.
I want you to be quite authoritative. Stay. Move back. Don't keep your eyes on him. Don't back away like a frightened rabbit.
Sit. Stay. Stay.
You've got to be more assertive with your voice. Very non-emotional, but direct. Stay.
Stay.
Lovely. All right, does it feel stupid doing that?
Really?
Yeah, yeah. But I tell you, it really makes a difference.
Stay.
Good. That's it. Keep reinforcing the stay. Quite sort of...
Stay.
That's it.
Good boy.
Very good. Girls, have you noticed a change in him?
Yeah.
Why do you think it's come about?
The whole attitude, obviously everything that we've been doing with him.
The rules.
We wasn't been doing before.
Mm-hmm. Carly and Claire need to realise that they're making progress, and once they believe the training works, that will make Ben more confident with them.
Eventually, Victoria allows Les back inside. But as soon as he's back, Ben returns to his aggressive ways.
Amazing. It is a different dog when Les is in the house. Okay, Ben, leave it.
Victoria needs to break this overprotective relationship between Les and Ben.
Get up, out the room, shut the door, right now. Move, move.
What?
Shut the door.
Go out and shut
Go out and shut the door, yeah.
By sending Les out whilst Ben is still barking, he'll get the message that Les doesn't approve of this aggressive behaviour.
Okay, Les, come back in. Don't say anything to him, don't greet him, nothing. Just ignore him. Get up, go to the other sofa, ignore him. Don't look at him. His behaviour when you're not here is exemplary. He does hardly aggresses at anybody. Then as soon as you come back, it's out the window. The more he values your attention, the less he's going to respond to everybody around you. So you are going to take a step right back. What I'm doing here is I am devaluing you now. How do you feel about what I've just said?
Demoted.
Trust me, okay?
Yeah.
Get out the room.
With Les relegated to the back seat, Victoria wants to strengthen Yvonne's position by giving her control of Ben's main source of pleasure in life.
From now on, I want you to feed him. He's more likely to respect you, and therefore he's more likely to respond to you. Ben, come on in. Come on in. Yeah, Ben, good boy. The reason why you become the main feeder is that we have to raise your value in Ben's eyes.
Les's lack of control over Ben is seriously unimpressive. Victoria needs to toughen him up. This time, it's Ben's turn to leave the room.
Your vocal commands and your physical commands need to be very, very clear. This is how it is. You ask him to sit.
Sit.
Doesn't do it. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Sit.
Sit.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Down.
Down.
Stand. Good boy.
Stand.
Enthuse him. Go back and excite him. Good boy. Go on, that's it. Takes him a lot. It's an effort.
Yeah.
More excitement. More excitement. That's it. Stand.
Stand.
Good boy.
Good boy. Good
Lovely.
boy.
I think you're going to have to work extra special hard to energize him.
Sit. Good boy. Down.
After just an hour with Victoria, Les has Ben obeying a string of 4 commands for the very first time.
Good boy. Stand. Good boy. Flowed with it then, I couldn't even believe it.
Yeah.
Les is on a roll. Finally, Victoria can tackle Ben's frightening displays of aggression.
If he goes for somebody, you put your body right in the way with an You get his eye contact. And I want you to look like that. Just do. Get his eye contact. Break that eye contact.
By getting Ben to look at him, Les is able to take back control of the situation and assert his newfound authority.
For the next couple of days, you're the person that is going to take control of this dog. But we need him to have a confident leader too.
Exhausted already.
Victoria wants to put Les's control to the test. She gets Ben's old enemy, Claire's boyfriend Andrew, to come to the door.
I want you to make him sit and stay in the sitting room whilst you go all the way down the hallway, open the door and let the person in.
Stay. Come on, Andrew. Stay. 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 Stay.
Andrew out. Go back to him, put him into a sit and a stay again.
Sit. Stay.
Using an authoritative tone and a clear command, Les is working hard at keeping Ben at bay.
Andrew out.
Stay. Stay. Stay.
Ben is no longer your protector. You are Ben's protector, and you say who comes in the house and not Ben.
And by the time Granny comes round, Les's practice pays off. He's got the upper hand and Ben knows it.
Stay. It's a good boy. It's a good boy. It's a good boy. Good boy.
Wow, 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 wow. How did that feel, Les?
Felt good.
Ben's role in this house is slowly changing, and as it does, he will become less protective of Les. However, the family have to keep on with the techniques that I've given them, otherwise things will never change.
If you've got a dog who thinks he rules the roost, be confident and authoritative at all times.
And a stay.
Stay.
Good.
If your dog displays aggression, use distraction to refocus his attention.
Put your body right in the way with an
And finally, never let your dog forget who's the boss.
Leave it!
If it's clear who's number one in the relationship, he'll be a happier and more relaxed member of the family. 2 weeks later, Victoria's back to see how the Hearts are getting on. It's immediately clear that Les is in control.
Sit. Sit. Down. Good boy.
Very good.
He only tends to notice you if you're actually getting more forceful with him.
Granny used to get a rough reception, but now a docile Ben doesn't even react to her movements.
Very good.
The girls were being terrorised, but a more confident approach from Carly and Claire has put an end to Ben's bullying.
Very good.
Come.
Brilliant.
Good boy.
The way things have been going, I think he probably could be a nice pet. He's a lot more obedient now to what he was. Things are a lot better.
It's taken a lot of bravery to get here, you know, but you've done it. I'm really proud of you.
Ben is responding to Les's newfound authority.
Sit.
Okay.
Les is letting his voice be known a bit more around the house. It's a bit more stronger voiced than what he was before.
Stand.
That was much more assertive.
Oh, Carly. It's coming.
It's coming.
It's really wonderful to see the family playing with Ben like this, and this is what Ben needs. They've made real progress, but they need to continue to work really hard to keep Ben going in the right direction.